everyone to GoodKnit Kisses. I am Kristen and I teach how to knit and crochet and loom knit, and today I want to show you my studio. We'll go for a tour here, and I have never shown it to you guys on YouTube, and I just made it over. We moved last year and I have been waiting to get some things up, and of course you've been seeing some of my videos this past month on crochet, but I do have a ton of loom knitting and also some needle knitting as well. And I just wanted to come to you today and show it to you live as a treat on YouTube. And I'm not on here live as often as I am on Mondays. I normally go live on Facebook. And so you've got me today. Be sure and pop in and tell me where you're from. Hello, hello. And welcome you while you're hopping on. I'm not seeing comments just yet. Let me see if they popped up yet. Having a little bit of lag this morning, so okay, good. Hey, Lorima, I'm seeing you jump on. There was a big lag on YouTube this morning as I'm jumping on. So anyway, I'm standing outside of my craft studio. I'm going to kind of back off and you can see a little bit of my dining room. I have this front room here, and this is my studio here. And anyway, I'm excited to show it to you guys. I've been working really hard on this. So if there's any doubt that I have not been loom knitting as much, you will know that I still love loom knitting, and you will see, wow, look at me. I'm pretending like this mirror is the classic awful thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. Anyway, I have a ton of looms in here. So if you're a loom knitter, you're going to be like, what? The needles and hooks pack away really easily, but the looms, you know, I'm hanging on the wall. So anyway, all right, join me. Come to my studio. I'm going to flip the camera, and you're going to see what's up. Hold on. I'm going to spin around. Woo! So this is how I go into my studio every day. I have this double door thing, and I've got my studio, one of my studio lights out here, the ring light, so you can really see. I keep it mostly dark, and then I focus in on my projects. So let's open this up. And here is my studio, and you see, usually you'll see this part in the background here. And so we've reorganized some things. I've got my, this looks good like when I'm sitting in front of it. So all the neutrals you don't usually see when I'm sitting, and then you'll see all of those 3 boxes there. And here are my wooden looms from, this is Kiss Looms, Cindy Wood, knitting board, and actually there's an old DA loom in here, and Markman Farms. Let me move my light so you can see a little better. There we go. So that's my desk there, and it's a clean desk. It's not normally like this. It's usually I'm piling things up and working through stuff. It kind of goes in these seasons. All my books and magazines and reference materials, and then more up here. And then this is my crate of bags and bags of bags and bags and more bags. And then I have even more project bags over here with my Erin Lane bags. And I've got my custom GoodKnit Kisses one here. This is my Ashford Joy wheel for spinning. And then I've got this little cabinet here, which houses things like my, I'm not even going to open it. This one has not been organized yet, but this holds my, where I put my blocking boards and stuff like that, and extra, like actually jewelry supplies and things. And then in here are some drawers for the kids. And then under there, you can see I've got some more things. I'm trying to organize my inside of my desk right now. And then over here, top secret projects coming. They're hiding. I'm not showing them off. They're confidential. And then I got this little cart actually at Ross the other day. Really cool little cart. Big Bertha. This is a huge yarn bowl. I mean, look at this, my hand. It's huge. And then my crochet hooks, my Furls crochet hooks, and all my little organizers with all the extra things. Good morning, Dorothy. I see you jumping on. And then this right here these are Erin Lane. These are organizers for my interchangeable needles and DPNs and stuff like that. And then we got some more confidential stuff up here. But these are all my reds and orange, pinks, and purple yarns, and yellow over there. This is a big project table with bookcases on either end. And on the other side these are the blues and greens, and y'all know I love my blues and greens, especially my greens. Underneath here is actually two big bins. One's full of cotton, and then the other one is full of high-end yarn. And then I have more high-end yarn up there in this cute little antique cage thing. And then all my extra balls of yarn and scraps are in there, and also in this bin here. And there's my little YouTube award. Thank you guys so much for being subscribers. Thanks for hanging out with me live today too. Hey Bridget, I see you jumping on. Good morning, Maria and Kathy and Clifford. Hey Clifford, Wonky and Vilma and Maria. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are hopping on. Okay, now let's spin around. If there's any doubt that I don't love loom knitting, you'll see more now. Ready? Are you ready? Here we go. I gotta move my light here. Hold on. So this is my wall of looms. Yeah, I have a lot. Here we go. At last count, I have 170 looms. Yeah. Let's just pause. It's a crazy number. And I do have multiple because they're for teaching and for, and also if I had knit night and stuff, I have people over and I'll occasionally let people, well, some people take them home, but I do let people borrow them. And then I have some of my circulars, but of course I have more circulars in these other numbers, but they're interchangeables. I actually love interchangeable needles more than the fixed. So, yeah, so these are all my looms. This is 8 feet. My ceilings are 12 foot tall. And then, but this is 8 foot of pegboard, and it takes up more space than that because we have it set off the ground. So like you can see, that's the lowest part, and then there's another foot or so here. Over, and then let me spin again just in case you just popped on, but over here is all my wooden ones. See that? And the thing is I look at this and I know all the things that I'm missing that I want, which is crazy because I have 170. Okay, let's go back over here. And then you can see my beautiful little model. I love my mannequin. She's on these really cool rollers here. Isn't that cool? So I can take her on and off and move her around. And then of course I got my yarn winder and Swift, got my larger needles. Nikki, she made me this. So we have a viewer fan who's actually local to me, and she used to come to my knit nights. She had triplets, so she doesn't come as often anymore, but she made me this fun deal when she was she was learning how to throw pottery. It was really cool. And so ever appreciable. I think of her every day. And then I've got all my other big hooks and stuff that won't fit in my other organizer. And then of course, just things I need to have at hand, pens and pencils and extra loom hooks and stuff. But I actually have more hooks than this. And I'll show you over here. You're going to love this. If you're a loom knitter, you're really going to love this. So up here is just some studio gear, and then another big project that I've been waiting forever to do. These are projects that people have been asking for and things I have planned over the last few years that I have had backed up, and there's 36 projects plus some more and down here, and they're all sorted for me to do over the next year. So I'm going to try and get all these things done. So what I did is I organized them by month. I had a professional organizer come out, and in fact, she did something really cool where, so I actually have this on a spreadsheet, thanks to our assistant, our team member, GoodKnit Kisses, is Joanne, and she helped me with that. But anyway, Stephanie at bringpeacetomyhome.com, she lives local to me, and she helped me plan out what what I was going to do in this studio. And she does an online consult where she will you can text pictures and chat about your space, and she'll give you pointers for actually, it's a budget friendly thing. So if you need help, so if you're in the States, or maybe you have an iPhone, you can text her or something. I think you can do that from Canada too. Anyway, so that's that. But you're gonna love this if you are a loom knitter, especially. I've got two of these. One has buttons, and I'll show you that in a second. This one is an organizer. I put it in my Amazon influencer store. So if you ever want to support GoodKnit Kisses without actually, if you're already going to buy on Amazon, I have an Amazon store, so all your purchases, if you point, even if you don't buy something from that store, and you search from there, it'll actually benefit GoodKnit Kisses, which helps support closed captioning on my videos. But you go to amazon.com/shop/GoodKnitKisses, and that helps. So this little bin is on there. I don't think it's available right now, but you could check with the seller and see when they'll have some. But I put all my loom hooks in here, and then these are extra pegs. So like if you come across a broken one at a you know, like a craft fair, or not a craft fair, but like a garage sale or something like that, you can you may have extra pegs from a broken loom. Save the pegs, because it might help a friend or yourself later on if one breaks or falls out and you've lost it. So yeah, and then all my extra tape measures. I've got a darning egg, you know, so if you're making socks and you need a little extra help, you put this egg on the inside while you try and darn up the toe. And all my other little goodies. And then let me put this back, I'll show you the other one. And then this is my box of buttons and other notions. These, most of these are my grandmother's buttons. Just a few of the bins are my buttons. And then I have beads too. So look at all these and things together. And then these are the ones that have like this kind of backing on it. This is old fabric button. This is actually satin. And then I've got these shell ones, and then the ones that are still even on their little holders. And this one is so this is my mama, my grandmother, and then this is an old pill bottle for my great grandmother, and these are her buttons. So really neat. I leave it in there to remind me of her. I think that's so cool. But what I like about this, it's really thick, it's really deep, and anyway, it holds everything so well. And then you can remove these little inserts here. And then right here is all these really small hooks that are great for if you want to put bring a bead on in the middle of your. These are little sequin pins. Isn't that neat? Sequin pins. So that is my studio. I'm trying to think of what else I haven't shown you. If you have questions, let me know. Again, this is what it looks like when I'm filming. Actually, this little ring light kind of focuses down and you can see. So if you wondered how I film, what it looks like, this is it. And then I'm sitting here and you see me there. And that's where all the magic happens. In fact, I just filmed some more tutorials over the weekend, and yeah, I was working feverishly because I'm going on vacation soon. I'm gonna come sit down and chat for just a second and answer any questions you guys have. But I'm going on vacation soon, and all right, let me flip the camera here. Ah, that's really bright. So yeah, so I've got some secret projects going on. I cannot wait to show you. So if you have doubted recently that I've been doing less loom knitting and too much crochet or something, I just want you to know that was just a series going on. I have one more this weekend coming. It's actually 3 videos, and they'll all be back to back together for our how to crochet series. It is on corner to corner blankets, and actually there'll be a calculator right after, so you'll get to see all that. And the calculator is if you want to make your own Graphgans, and you can know accurately what the size is going to be when you're planning it out. Say you want to make a Super Mario Brothers thing, or you want to put your grandkids' names on there or whatever, and you know you won't have to add a border or anything like that and fudge it around. So anyway, that will conclude our crochet series, and then we'll be moving on to new projects coming up as well. We'll have some more needle coming up as well as loom. I have a ton of projects planned for the year. If you saw all my bins, that is an entire editorial calendar's worth and a lot of projects. So, and it includes a lot of loom and a lot of needle, and it probably has more loom than needle, actually. That's a pretty good mix. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions. I'm sorry, I may have missed a few here. Let me scroll back. Sorry, I'm trying to set this up. I'm working with this different kind of thing. It's a selfie stick. Let's tilt this up. Hold on. It has like a tripod. Look, it's hands-free. I may have put that in my Amazon shop if you're interested in it, because I thought that was really handy for travel. Where did I get the bottom left oblong circle one? Oh, Kathy, did it have blue pegs? If it had blue pegs, that is the Martha Stewart one. So the Martha Stewart kit has all the things to make multiple different looms, and that one I just kept in the oblong configuration with all the pegs in because it took forever to do it, and I was like, I'm not undoing this just to redo it again, because that would be the reason why I would use that one again is to get that particular size and gauge and everything. I don't use that one as often now. I do have a project that I planned to show some weaving on it, so I will have maybe a little bit of weaving coming up this year. I've got two different projects specifically that will have weaving, but I don't even ask me the month because I don't even have that in front of me right now. Let's see. Oh, hi, Peggy. She's in Plymouth, Michigan. Says, always look forward to your videos. Awesome craft room. Thank you so much. Dorothy says, okay, I gasp when I see crochet. Please do Grafgan for the loom I'm laying it on. You're praying. Oh man, girl, I have so many fun. Here's the deal. So I have all these videos that I had planned like over the years, and I found a lot of them and I was like, oh, I really need to do it. And so what I did is I talked to our other team member here, Joanne, and I said, these are all the projects. Okay. And I said, tell me which ones to get rid of and tell me which ones you think people are going to want. And she took a good hard look, and she is an avid loom knitter. And she also can crochet and she can needle knit, but she mostly loom knits nowadays and she has a big passion for it. And so here's the deal. I asked her and she said, yes, do these. People want these. People want these. So I have things coming up that you want. And then when I get through all of those, I'm going to start doing more of the other ones. But keep the suggestions coming. Keep putting them on. If you have suggestions for videos for me, put them on this video and I'll know, go back to my craft room tour. So if you will put a video, like video requests on here, I would love to hear what you would like to, and maybe we can feature your video or what you wanted. So yeah, be sure and let me know. I don't even want to tell you all the things because then you're going to get antsy and go, well, what month is that on? So I don't even have my list in front of me. So let me see if there's any other questions. From Why Do I Have a Channel? She says, I love your collection of cakes. Any loom knitting projects coming up with cakes? The answer is yes. So the answer is yes. Dorothy says, will do. Okay, great. Warnke says, how big is the GoodKnit Kisses team? Well, let's see. I have Joanne on my team that I pay part-time. And then, of course, I have a CPA and a bookkeeper that I hire. And then I have hired on a small amount, Brandy. She is our... she edits some videos for me. If you've seen where I take a technique from another video, and it's my my technique, anyway, it's a technique tutorials series, and I have a bunch of small ones all lined up. She has edited those for me, and it frees me up to be able to continue producing and doing other things rather than have to sit there and churn those out. She's much faster at it. She's actually trained for it. I'm not trained in how to shoot and edit video. I've just learned all this over the past several years. So there are people who do a much better job than me. I'm more, hey, crafter turned pro because I'm still I still feel like a hobbyist, even though I'm not really anymore, but I still feel that way about it. And I know there's always things that other people can do better. So I can't afford to have people on staff like full-time. So I don't have any full-time staffers, but I consider Joanne like that. And she's a full-time friend. So I would rather have a full-time friend and a part-time staffer than just a hiree. So anyway, let's see, I'm going to go and grab a few more questions here. And I didn't see any, if there was any super chats. So hopefully I didn't miss yours if you had one. Sorry, hey, Marise, great job. I love your studio. Thank you so much. She's been translating into French for us, and I love it. I can't double check her French, but she's been translating into French for us. Thank you so much. I've been captioning all of our videos lately. I don't know if you've noticed, and a little update. So I am now wearing hearing aids. So I am very much invested in wanting to caption videos. And let me put that back in. So I've been paying extra out of my pocket to caption videos. So if you do shop on Amazon Prime and you order your things, if you want to start your journey and bookmark at amazon.com/shop/GoodKnitKisses, and whenever you make your purchases, they will cost the same, but it benefits GoodKnit Kisses, which benefits that, and I can continue producing and doing things like closed captions and stuff like that. I do have the opportunity to have subscriptions on the channel, like a membership, and where I can do special live broadcasts just to those people and be able to answer your questions and do, say, like a monthly call or something like that, or a monthly live, or even some things week to week. And so I'm working on that. So if you're interested in memberships, write memberships and let me know kind of interest in that. And YouTube has it to where it's set up, and it's like $4.99 a month, and it's you get exclusive content. And so I'm trying to figure out all those extra bells and whistles and features that I want you to be able to get. One of the things could be an early release of videos before they're actually live to the public, so you actually get them earlier than people, like maybe a day or whatever it is. Let's see. CC says, have you ever combined any two of the Karen cakes? You know what? I haven't. There's a marled yarn basket that I wanted to try that shows, that does that. I would like to. Let me look and see if there's other. Come to my, Lorma says, come to my house and redo my craft room. So if you want to try, bringpeacetomyhome.com. She can do those online consults if you're interested in that. Oh, A. Warnke says, I might have more knitting needles though. I have a lot more needles. They pack away easier. So they're not all like out. It's hard to, oops, sorry, I keep shaking the camera. It's hard to pack away all these looms. Actually, well, before I had them packed away and they were in bins and stuff like that, which is not the best for them because they're at risk for getting damaged if anything falls and knocks against each other. But yeah, the needles and stuff are all well packed away. But you might have more needles than me. Let's see. Lainey says, wow, I thought I had lots of looms. I only have a dozen or so. Anyway, I'm so glad you guys joined me. It's a fun privilege to be able to come on here and say hello. I want you to know that I just have the one video coming up left for the crochet series that we're on. It's a Grafgan and, or not a Grafgan, I'm sorry. It's corner to corner, and there'll be a right hand and a left hand if you've never done it before. But if you have crocheted corner to corner, be sure and check out the third video that will pop up. They all come out at the same time, but the third video has a calculator in it. And if you will make a swatch, like a 5x5, I show you how to use the calculator, but you can plan out the exact size of your blanket with your yarn and your hook. And you can plan it on graph paper and do a pattern in the middle and do all your stuff and be able to have an accurate size without actually realizing, oh no, it's offset, or no, I'm gonna have to add a border, it's not big enough, that kind of thing. So I think that's gonna help people who already have done it, or if you're wanting to jump in and you just didn't know where to begin, it'll be a great starting point. If you haven't checked out the crochet series, of course I'm a knitter teaching how to crochet, and so I approach things that way, so I do it in my own style. Be sure and check out the linen stitch. There'll be a project later on, I cannot say when, that kind of involves using that linen stitch. It's also called the moss stitch. We have a lot of projects coming up later on this summer and for the fall, and you'll want to be sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that live hit that bell icon so that you get notifications when stuff comes out so you don't miss it, because there's going to be something big coming that's new, a couple of things that you're going to want to know about, and I have exclusive stuff to it. That's all I can say. I can't say anything else, but I'm really excited that things are coming. And anyway, I want to share those with you, who are my primary people. I love my YouTubers. Thank you so much for following me along on this journey. I hope you have a wonderful day, and love looming with you, love knitting and crochet. And at GoodKnit Kisses, I hope you stitch your love and love your stitches. Bye, everyone. Ah. Bye.